Hey everyone, so today we are opening a Riftbound Origins booster box. So we're going to take a look at what's inside. We're going to open some booster packs and find out what we have. It's very exciting. This will be my first time opening the Riftbound Origins booster packs. There we are. Okay, so inside, should we do this properly? Right, so here we are. Let's open our first packs. Now, I thought I might have trouble opening these. I'm not very good at opening booster packs, so I have some scissors to assist. Let's try it this way. There we go, that was much easier. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, here's our first card, Lecturing Yordle. We have Charm. Sky Splitter, Riptide Rex, Crackshot Corsair, Morbid Return, Hidden Blade. We have the Battlefield, the Candlelit Sanctum, Gemcraft Seer, Block, a foil Mystic Poro, a foil Teemo Swift Scout, which is very exciting, seeing as it matches my playmat. A foil Sabotage, and a recruit token, plus the key game terms and QR code card there. So let's start stacking them over there. See if we can get into this one without any assistance. Am I just being particularly useless? I was. Right, okay, so next one. Here we go. Pit Crew, Clockwork Keeper, Get Excited, Gust, Vanguard Captain, Pakar Cub, I believe that's how you say it, Fight or Flight, Fading Memories, Imperial Decree. We have Void Gate as our battlefield. Wow, that cool foil Jinx loose cannon there, which is great. Okay, that's very exciting. And Kraken Hunter, another foil. I don't know how you say that. Cadregrin, the Infernal. I'm sure I can be corrected, put on the right path with how to say that. But that's another foil card. And then we have a recruit token. And there's a different game card there, so to show you the phases of a turn, which is cool. So next. One of these days I will be able to open a booster pack correctly. You'd think after all these years I would have mastered that particular skill, but obviously not. Okay, Clockwork Keeper, Noxus Hopeful, Eager Apprentice, Playful Phantom. I'm going to have to start arranging these in some fashion, or just won't have space for them. Flurry of Blades, Rebuke, Faithful Manufacture, Peak Guardian, our Grand Plaza battlefield, and we have Noxus Saboteur again. We have a foil Pouty Poro, a foil Promising Future spell, Set Kingpin, which looks pretty spectacular. That is that an alternate art one? That's pretty cool. And then a rune with keywords, which is again really useful. So far, we only have one type of booster in terms of the artwork. I think there are more though. So let's find what we've got in here. Okay, so we have Consult the Past, Rune Prison, Magma Worm, Watchful Sentry, Daring Poro, First Mate, Stealthy Pursuer, Blast Cone Fae, Acceptable Losses, Battlefield is the arena's greatest. And we have Pakakub, foil one. Dr. Mundo, foil. And a Fiora Victorious champion unit with another rune. And Steps of Combat. So far we've had all different rules cards, which is really useful for newcomers especially. So let's get into this one. That's better, isn't it? Right. Here we are. We have Brazen Buccaneer, Watchful Sentry, Solari Shieldbearer, Flame Trumpers, Arena Bar, Ride the Wind, Petty Officer, Scrap Heap. We have Obelisk of Power, Kinku Monk. Then we have a Leona Determined, Convergent Mutation, which is pretty cool looking. I really like that card. And that's a foil one. Oh wow. And then a signature spell, Yasuo, The Last Breath. That's a great card. And a Sprite in there. Token unit with the phases of a turn again. Next. We have, should we do this the way that we do Pokemon cards and getting this card out the front first. Timing of Spells and Abilities card, again, very useful to have that. It's one of those things where everyone's learning at the start. So we've got Cleave, Stupefy, Wielder of Water, Blazing Scorcher, Stealthy Pursuer, Vanguard Captain, Pit Rookie, Travelling Merchant, Aspirant's Climb for our battlefield, Herald of Scales, another foil Daring Poro. Oh, we've got a foil battlefield here, Reaver's Row, that's cool. A nice Volibear there, Imposing Champion unit. Foil and another rune. So I think I will continue making a pile of just normal cards and separate them into foils and tokens. After the video, we'll have a look at what we've got. Orb of Regret. Oh, we forgot to do this. Steps of Combat. There again. Orb of Regret. Wielder of Water. Chemtech Enforcer. Mobilize. Sneaky Deckhand. Call to Glory. Challenge. Salvage. We have Grove of the God Willow. Obviously, we're going to be seeing lots of these battlefields turn up again, but so far there's been a nice variety. Eclipse Herald. Ravenbloom Student. Foil. Oh, that's nice. The Mind Splitter art card there. And that's a lovely Last Stand card too. With an Order Room. So this does not seem to be a great variety of artwork on the booster packs at all. Okay, so let's see. We have key game terms again. Although I don't know if that is a game. I think that might be the first one. Consult the Past. Stalwart Poro. Noxus Hopeful. Cemetery Attendant. Back to Back. Arena Bar. Psy Scout. Unlicensed Armory. Sigil of the Storm Battlefield. We have a Pack of Wonders gear card. Oh, that's a nice Victor. That's cool. Champion unit. Victor Innovator, foil one. Set Kingpin card. Foil. Oh wow. Darius Executioner, which again I believe that's an alt art card. That's really nice. There's a nice, it's very light texturing on that one, which marks it out as a special one, so that's cool. And then a recruit token, which I can put down there. Okay, so next we have do this. And we have timing of, oh, sorry, I've got a little glimpse there. So we have a mind rune. We have the timing of spells and abilities. We have Mega Mech. So this could be quite an exciting pack by the looks of it. Meditation, Disintegrate, Undercover Agent, Vanguard Sergeant, Stormclaw Urson, Rebuke, Ravenbloom Student, Noxian Drummer, Iron Ballista. Doesn't seem to have been a location in that one. A battlefield. Faithful Manufactor, Draven Showboat, and that cool Darius Hand of Noxus card foil. Nice. Okay, so we have Chaos Rune, keywords again, Mega Mech, Stand United, Pouty Poro, Falling Comet, Petty Officer, Flurry of Blades, Mystic Poro, Singularity, Back Alley Bar, Windwall, Crackshot Corsair, foil one. That's a bit disappointing. The card there, I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's curled at the edge. That's a bit of a shame. But the Mistfall one's okay, and that's a really nice card. Foil, and that Nocturne champion unit's great as well. So that's good. At least it was on the lesser of the 3 foil cards there. But there seems to be a nice amount of foil cards in each pack, which is good to see. And of course the artwork is really good, as you'd expect from a League of Legends card game. I think, oh, hello. It's recycled from Legends of Runeterra in most, if not all cases. Recruit token there, which has also got the buff on the back. Put that there. Key game terms. A Falling Comet on guard. Legion Rear Guard. Stupefy. Forge of the Future. Dune Drake. Mystic Poro. Got the Battlefield Reaver's Row. Wizened Elder. Sprite Mother. Lee Sin centered champion unit. That's nice. Echo recurrent champion unit. That's really nice. And then Jinx Rebel. Again, that's a cool card. Foil as well. Okay. Next, do we have just the Ari artwork on these boosters? It does look like it. Okay, so we have these two. Let's see how this goes. Mind Rune, Phases of a Turn, Meditation, Legion Rearguard, Riptide Rex, Faithful Manufactor, Crackshot Corsair, Fight or Flight, Soaring Scout, Whirlwind. We have the Bandle Tree as our battlefield, Vanguard Helm, a foil Sunlit Guardian. Oh, that's lovely. The Party Favors card, foil. That's a great one to get as a foil. I don't know if they're all foil or if it's just this special one. And then Teemo Strategist, that's lovely, that champion unit. Great foil treatment on that one as well. Next. Okay, so we have a Chaos Rune, keywords card. We have the Stalwart Poro, Cleave, Ego Apprentice, Charm, Daring Poro, Flurry of Blades, Fight or Flight. Have Reckoner's Arena as our battlefield, Wildclaw Shaman, Zornite Bouncer, Stupefy as foil, a foil Noxian Drummer, and the Grand Stratagem as our final foil card in the pack. So, getting through these quite quickly. Right, so we have a recruit and buff token, Steps of Combat card. We have the Solari Shieldbearer, Chemtech Enforcer, Sprite Call, Confront, Sneaky Deckhand, Trifarian Glory Seeker, Pakar Cub, Wallop, haven't seen that one before, that's cool. Fortified Position as our battlefield, I like that one. Thermo Beam, Wizened Elder as a foil, that nice Jinx Demolitionist unit as a foil, and then Lee Sin Blind Monk foil. That's cool. So just going to move some of these out of the way. Let's get these over this side. My foils can go there too, and then we'll just leave the little pile of tokens there and continue. So let's carry on. We have in this pack Phases of a Turn. We have a recruit and buff there. Didn't look at the recruit earlier, the other side. Maybe it's just they are all buffs on the other side. Hextech Ray, Pit Crew, Rune Prison, Cruel Patron, Cannon Barrage, Shipyard Skulker, Soaring Scout, Facebreaker, Void Seeker, Discipline, Iron Ballista, foil, Tide Turner, that's a nice foil too, and then Yasuo Remorseful, Champion unit, also foil. So a lot of these I recognise from my time when I went to the launch of the event, the summit at Riot Games in May. A lot of these cards are familiar to me still from back then. Let's see what we've got here. But it's cool to see the final print run. All the ones they had there. So we've got Fury Rune. All the ones they had there, timing spells and abilities. All the ones they had either had sample written across the middle or they were proxies because the production run wasn't quite ready. So it's nice to see the final full quality of the cards, and they are really nicely done. So On Guard, Get Excited, Orb of Regret, Playful Phantom, Ember Monk, Call to Glory, Bilgewater Bully. Again, apologies if I don't pronounce this correctly. Cytherea of Cloudfield, Captain Farron, Spirit's Refuge, Sneaky Deckhand in foil, Overt Operation, nice foil one there, a little bit dark, but that's cool. Oh wow, I've got an Ari Inquisitive with a lovely textured finish on that. That's very cool. That's an excellent card. I'm very pleased with that one. Okay, so next, let's get into this one. I've got to say, that's probably my favourite card so far, just from an artwork and general card treatment kind of perspective. It's really nice. Okay, so we have Body Rune and the Steps of Combat card. We have Sky Splitter, Jeweled Colossus, On Guard, Mobilize, Morbid Return, Daring Poro, Confront, Altar to Unity. I have noticed some of the packs don't come with a battlefield, but I thought they were supposed to be one in each. Maybe that's not the case. Garbage Grabber, Vengeance, a Vain Hunter card, Misfortune Bounty Hunter, that's pretty cool. And then the Seal of Strength, that's really good. The seals, we were kind of pointed towards them being pretty powerful when I was at the summit. So a lot of people used them. I don't think I really used mine all that well, utilised it all that well when I built my deck using the cards there. But certainly it's something to have a look at and to kind of practice with, I guess, now. So we have key game terms, and we also have a Calm Rune, so the green Calm Rune. Let's have a look here. Paltiporo, Stupefy, Sunlit Guardian, Legion Rearguard, Ride the Wind, Hidden Blade, First Mate, Retreat. We have Star-Tipped Peak. Then we have Unyielding Spirit. We've got a Lecturing Yordle foil, Sprite Mother foil, and a Kaisar Evolutionary foil as well. Champion unit there. So we're getting towards the bottom here. And yeah, I do believe they are all RE booster packs, which is fine. We don't really mind. It would be cool to have had a variety of artwork, I guess. Okay, so let's look at these. Here we have Recruit and Buff, yep. We have Timing of Spells and Abilities card. We've got Disintegrate, Watchful Sentry, Meditation, Vanguard Sergeant, Cannon Barrage, Mystic Poro, Forge of the Future, Dangerous Duo, Travelling Merchant, Trifarian War Camp as the battlefield, a foil Find Your Center card, a nice Wraith of Echoes unit card, and then Shen Kinku champion unit, which is nice too. That's cool. Okay, we're nearing the end. There's not many packs left. Okay, we have keywords. We've got, oh, that's nice, the Sprite and Buff. I like that. Okay, so we've got Lecturing Yordle, Find Your Center, Flame Chompers, Gust, Cull the Weak, Challenge, Morbid Return, Treasure Trove, Raging Soul, Symbol of the Solari, a foil Karma Channeler, that's cool. Twisted Fate, that's a really nice card. Gambler card, and a nice Dead Bloom Predator card there. That's one of the coolest cards. I do remember that being used against me quite a bit at the summit I attended. Maybe some PTSD from having that against me, but it was a cool card. So it's nice to see that in a extended art version and foil. So we have key game terms. We have a Calm Rune. Okay, we've got the Paltiporo again. A Jeweled Colossus, Defy, Bilgewater Bully, Shipyard Skulker, Trifarian Glory Seeker, Dune Drake, Adaptatron, Cytherea of Cloudfield. We have the, is it Zorn Warrens? Oh, I have a foil Reckoner's Arena there. That's nice. The Maddened Marauder foil card, and a Caitlyn foil too. These ones are slightly, I don't know, there's a slight whitening on the edges of these, the last two that I had a look at. I wonder if there's just some kind of manufacturing fault there perhaps, but that's, the Caitlyn's a nice card anyway. Just like there was the one slightly bent one earlier at the corner. Not the end of the world. Okay, so we have Phases of a Turn. This is a rune, so it's the Fury rune. Then we have Smokescreen, Stalwart Poro, a Magma Worm, Orb of Regret, Forge of the Future, Pit Rookie, Undercover Agent, Reinforce. We have the Navori Fighting Pit as our battlefield, Ravenbloom Student, Trifarian Glory Seeker foil. Oh, that's nice. Azonia's Hourglass foil, and a Destructive Vi as well, which is really nice. Again, these have a bit of whitening at the top. Which the last pack had that as well. I don't know. There we go. Maybe it's just something that can be wiped off. We shall see. And down to the last two packs. So let's see what we have. Okay. We have Keywords card, another rune. Oh, that's nice. An Altar foil Fury rune. Very cool. We have the Hextech Ray, have Sprite Cool, Find Your Center, Blazing Scorcher, Psy Scout, Soaring Scout, Pit Rookie, Dangerous Duo, Energy Conduit. We have Windswept Hillock, Cleave in foil, Albus Ferros, Piltover unit in foil, and a Darius Trifarian champion unit in foil too. Okay, final pack. Let's see what we have. Okay, so in our final pack, we have Steps of Combat card. We have another rune. We've got an order rune. So in the entire box, we have had one alt art rune. So it looks like they're quite scarce. Defy, Brazen Buccaneer, Eager Apprentice, Clockwork Keeper, Cruel Patron, Confront, Cemetery Attendant, Spoils of War, Spectral Matron. We have Targon's Peak, Battlefield. Oh, that's nice. Set the Boss, Legend card, Warwick Hunter. Oh wow, that's very cool. The Foxfire foil signature spell. That's excellent. So we have that too. So that's all of them. I did start by not separating the foils from the others, but we've got a nice selection of champion legend cards, champion units. There's a couple with the nice kind of texturing, which is a special rarity. But yeah, it seems like there was a decent amount of, there's a nice Darius there. So that's an alt-art one with the texturing, if you can see that. But I think by far my favorite card, let's see, Last Breath, that's a nice Yasuo signature spell. And we've got that nice Jinx too, that's cool. But yeah, I think my favorite is in this pile here. Foxfire is great. I think this extended art Foxfire is also one of my favorites. But it's got to be, if we can find it again, it's here somewhere. I didn't realise it was so far back. This Ari, the Inquisitive Ari, that's really nice. It's got a lovely finish on it, you know, with the pattern and stuff, the textured pattern. It's only lightly textured, but it's really nice. And it looks great. And I think that's, of the booster box, that's my favourite one. But there's a ton of really great extended art cards that were in there. So that's cool. Thank you for joining me with that unboxing. I will look to do some more, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.